Sarah and Kevin here. We're back in action after a couple weeks off. Well, you weren't off. You were traveling.
Yeah, I feel like everyone thinks I was off though, right? Like if you're not at work, everyone just assumes you're lazing around the beaches of France, you know, sipping on rosé.
There was none of that. There
really wasn't. It was a lot. It was a lot of driving. I think we gave the rental car a pretty good workout. I felt like we were everywhere. Some new places though, which is always fun, right? Like you go to France. We're lucky we get to go quite often in our work because it's really like the most important country to us and what we do at Market Wines. So it was really fun to go to some new spots, I have to say. So we really focused this trip on finding like really wild, kind of interesting regions and sort of some producers that kind of speak to what we do. Lots of organic, small family wineries. So I got to meet some really incredible people, and I can't wait to share the wines as they start to come in here. Of course, it'll be a few months before we get these orders off and get them in here, but it'll be here in time for summer.
Yeah, it'll be a good summer around the shop. Lots of new stuff.
Yeah. Feeling like you're on a little bit of borrowed time there.
I'll be around.
You'll have to pop by and say
hi. Oh, absolutely. Every week.
It's weird thinking about tasting Italian wines now because for the last 16 days we've tasted nothing but French wines.
Yeah, this will be a shock to your palate.
It's going to be different, that's for sure. But I'm ready for it. I'm good to go. So
awesome.
If you keep an eye open on the social media, you'll see some fun videos that we've got in line. We've got lots of new material from the trip that we still haven't put out there.
Cool.
So yeah, there's going to be some good shots and some fun experiences that you'll see in the next couple of days for sure. So
awesome.
All right.
Look forward to it.
Should we talk Italian?
Yeah, so a couple new wines came in your absence.
All right.
2 brand new wines from Donato D'Angelo, which is one of our favorite family-run wineries out of the south of Italy, from Basilicata specifically.
I've worked with these guys forever, and I don't think we've really seen any new stuff.
No,
so it's kind of cool.
It's exciting. So the first we're tasting, the Brigante Lucano, is a blend of Aglianico, which is the, I guess, king of Basilicata.
It's the mainstay.
Grapes. The Barolo of the South, they say. So Aglianico is typically really big and chewy, really tannic and structured and minerally and
really tannic when
leathery.
These guys make it typically. This is not like a modern style winery at all. I think
not at all.
When we visited this winery, I remember thinking it looked like it hadn't changed much since maybe the 1920s or 30s when the winery was built. So it's a really old school winery, but I like that because there's so much character.
But 2 really young people at the helm.
Yeah,
right?
there is now.
Brother and sister.
Yeah,
they're keeping it old school.
Taken over the helm, but I don't think they're modernizing too much.
That's cool.
Which is
I like
great
that
because we like that. There's so much character in these wines, and just getting great Aglianico from Basilicata is pretty tough in our market. And these guys, I think, are one of the best and best values.
Yeah, nailing it.
All right. So
and
what's
it's blended
this guy
with, so it's mostly Aglianico blended with a little Merlot and Primitivo. And it was funny, we were chatting beforehand thinking, oh, maybe it's kind of like rounding out the edges or softening it or modernizing it a little bit. There's nothing modern about this wine.
Not at all.
Still very old school.
You're going to need some food.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. These aren't your cocktail wines. You're not going to be greeting your guests with these and saying, this is not going to be your palate cleanser. These are like real wines. But I looked at the weather this morning. It's a little chilly.
Totally.
These are pretty heartwarming.
Absolutely.
I can see where you were going with this one.
Yeah, they definitely.
I like your thought process.
They demand something pretty robust and rustic this weekend, like a good beef stew or braised lamb shanks, anything kind of meaty and stewed.
Heat up your kitchen, heat up your house with a big roast or something, and this is going to be perfect. And these are really, really fun wines because they do have that kind of like perfumed character you get in Barolo. You get a lot of that sour cherry and that sort of really kind of more exotic spice. And you really typically have to pay a bit of dough for that, right?
Yeah.
If you're in Barolo or Piedmont at all, there's a price for that. And because these guys are down south where land is much less expensive, you get some really good value. What's this guy going for?
$26.95.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I'd pay that for this.
Absolutely. Would you put it away at all or just drink it?
It's a good question. I think most of these wines like a little bit of time on them. And this is 16, so 4 years old. Quick math. I think another 2-3 years, I think it'll be a good spot for this guy. But if you're doing some food with it, it's pretty tasty.
Agreed.
I'm excited about this Primitivo. I've never had a Primitivo from these guys.
So
brand
new.
It smells great.
Primitivo, as we know, related to the more well-known Zinfandel out of California.
Not thinking Zinfandel when I'm smelling this, though.
No.
Not at all.
No, you wouldn't even know they were related based on the palate of this guy.
It's really dark and spicy. I like this a lot. It's really intriguing. It's one of those wines when you smell it, you really want to taste it right away.
It makes your mouth water.
100% Primitivo?
Yeah.
Wow. It's got a real tobacco thing going on.
Totally.
It's
yeah,
got
leathery and tobacco-y.
You just want to keep drinking it. I think I'm gonna just keep drinking it.
Need a brisket or steak to go along with this.
It's got some tannin, right? Like you don't usually see that much structure in Primitivo. We kind of associate it with more those Zinfandel kind of big, soft, round, juicy, like training wheel kind of easy drinking stuff. But that's a pretty serious wine.
Yeah.
I like it. What's that going for?
Same price, $26.95.
All right, we're in the ballpark.
Get a little wine for your dollar here.
I like that a lot.
And then we're talking Valentine's Day.
So
I think that both of these reds would also suit Valentine's Day, which is coming up on Friday. So if you're doing like a nice steak or something, these would be perfect pairings. Or we're featuring the Domaine Rollet Cremant de Jura Rosé.
That's hit a lot of Valentine's Days over the years.
Totally.
For sure.
Yeah, pink bubbles, you can't go wrong.
That's a staff favorite too, right? Like I think everybody loves that wine. I think probably the wine staff buys more than any other sparkling wine. It's really fun. It's Poulsard, right? 100%?
A little Pinot Noir in there too.
Pinot now. All right, cool. Well, it's dry, spicy, really kind of soft and easy drinking. You don't need food. It's not super complicated. What are we charging for?
$31.95.
So good value. It kind of fits in between your Prosecco price
and
point
your
and your champagne price
exactly.
point. So
drinks more like champagne.
It still kind of makes you feel special.
Totally.
But it doesn't break the bank.
It's the right color. Good way to start your date night or friends night or
we'll have that open
night.
so you can come in and just like have a little splash, taste it, see if you like it, and you probably will.
Yeah.
And pick up a little bit of wine for cooking.
Sounds perfect.
Anything else going on?
We've got a couple events coming up.
Oh yeah.
So March 26th, we've got Silver Sage.
Okay.
It's a small vendor series, so 12 seats. We've only got 6 left, so we're doing wine pairing with different cuts of beef from Silver Sage, and then we've got our totally right.
That's easy.
I want to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Maybe.
I'll buy a ticket.
You have too many plans right now, sorry. You gotta be careful.
I know. And then our Natural Born wine tasting, which is April 18th. So we're featuring, it's a festival style, and we're featuring all wines that are either organic, sustainable, natural, biodynamic, and we're going to talk about the difference on what all of those labels mean. And food to match it, I imagine? Yep, absolutely. That sounds fun. We're really trying to, we have for a long time really pushed that whole idea of like no herbicides, pesticides in the wines we sell. It's really important for us, mostly because we just drink so much wine. We don't want to be drinking pesticides. Feel better after. Right, yeah, that's a thing. So we really wanted to finally do a festival to just kind of showcase those wines, which is a good chunk of the shop, and I think it's going to be a popular one. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. All right, that's it. Yep, that's it. Thanks.